Great job, guys.
All right, guys, you ready?
Let's get it.
Ooh.
It's coming. It's almost over.
It's another thing. It's another guitar riff.
How long are we going to let it go?
I think it's a whole song, like 3 minutes.
This is supposed to be an intro.
All right, it's about to end, I can tell.
We wanted the monkey. We
Okay.
wanted the Joe Rogan monkey.
Hey, welcome to Off the Cuff with Deezy and Justin. This is the first episode, man. How you feel about it?
Very first episode. I don't know what to expect. I don't know,
what to expect.
what's going to happen.
A fun time. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah. I've always watched podcasts and kind of wanted to do one, so let's see what happens.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I once said I think podcasts are dying. I remember saying this 2-3 years ago. I didn't think about the visual medium. You know, it's the visual medium, I think, that brings it together.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people, they talk about podcasts and they think of like the Joe Rogan on YouTube type of podcast. When really, I think a podcast, a lot of people debate it. Is it just audio? Is it audio video? What is it? So we don't know what this is really.
But we do have a little bit of a structure. We're going to try to tell you the news you need to know. Maybe a little crypto news peppered in. And we got a pretty good producer. You want to tell them about the producer?
Hudson?
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
What do y'all think about Hudson's voice?
Here's my voice if you want to hear it. What do we think?
I think it's pretty good. Let us know in the comments, you know. We're going to try to get them involved as much as possible.
That's right. We're going to try to pepper him in.
All right. Well, we got the week review. We're going to ask how the week's been, talk about it, you know. So I know our week, we've been obsessed with Cardano NFTs, and we've been doing pretty good with that. So, you know, congrats to all the people who joined us on the journey and got some gains on the way.
Yeah, I think according to our producer, topic 1, topic 2 is supposed to be about crypto. Isn't that right, Hudson?
It is. And before we get into that,
It's time for Topical Topics.
The bongos.
It's time for...
Oh, geez. I remember my first time. What's that?
Yeah, it's our first podcast. Anyways, topic 1. Let's go ahead and bring it into since we talked about Cardano NFTs. I want to ask Deezy something, and maybe it kind of can spark some conversation. What do you think the significance of C NFTs are? Like, what's the significance of a C NFT?
I would say the main significance is everybody's saying Cardano's a ghost chain. It's dead. It does nothing. The devs aren't there. The smart contracts aren't there. And this has kind of proven them wrong with, you know, tangible things that you can do. Oh, I actually have a wallet. Oh, I actually bought a JPEG and it's in my wallet in seconds. Oh, you know, this is good Web3 websites. Oh, I'm checking my rarity. Oh, I'm minting. Now the minting probably still needs a little bit work in Cardano, but I think the main thing is, oh wait, this isn't just a dead coin that does nothing. I'm actually doing pretty cool stuff, and it's affordable. I don't know. That's my take. What about you?
I was interested to see what you were going to say, but I think that's exactly what I was hoping you were going to say. I think it actually, at this point now, brings utility to Cardano.
Yeah.
Like before, like if you think about it, if you zoom out and think about it, like Cardano really has nothing else going for it at this point.
No.
Except now you actually have people developing on Cardano because of the NFT community, which I think is huge. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you're probably going to see a decent price action with Cardano because of this. I mean, the gas wars on Ethereum and the price action on Ethereum, especially during the low points in a crypto market, when you see a spike in ETH when everything else is going down, it's been because of the NFTs. It's been because of NFTs. The gas wars because of NFTs. So now you're going to see that volume and community like moving in to the Cardano space, and it can only make the price action go up on Cardano, I believe. Yeah,
and I don't want to get too bogged down in like a specific price target, but you know, Cardano's been battered. You know, it was around $3, dropped all the way, you know, close to $1. I think it was 120, 125 as we're, you know, recording this. And Cardano likes to, you know, not really go below $1. I think that's a really good, you know, support area. And I can see it maybe jumping to $2, you know, fairly quickly. I'll be interested, what do you think the Cardano NFTs are going to do? If Cardano doubles or triples in price, what's going to happen to the Cardano price of these NFTs? Are they going to stay around the same? Are they going to cut in half? Are they actually going to go up because Cardano's getting more popular? What do you think?
I think what's going to happen, it all depends. So we kind of already hit on it a little bit. the Cardano NFT space in general has a lot of development that still has to come first.
Yep.
Before I think real value can be established to these NFTs, you're going to have a lot of more development on the smart contract side of things when it comes to minting, when it comes to having confidence in the traits that you're receiving. At this point right now, you're sending ADA to a contract, and then they're sending an NFT back. So then the other people on the other end, are dictating which NFTs they send you. So that's going to play a lot in the value I think that's going to be held within these NFTs. The good thing about Ethereum is you have all that built into a contract where you have like a chain link VRF or some kind of Python code that will randomize the NFT as it's minted. On Cardano right now, you don't have that. So you're probably not going to see a lot of stability in the price action of the NFTs if the market tanks. Whereas on Ethereum, people are more so pegging the price of an NFT to a US dollar more than the Ethereum.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because also you got to think Cardano's so cheap, and even though the market cap is pretty close to ETH, I really think that if it does double, triple, people are going to be looking at it in Cardano pricing more so than dollar pricing versus Ethereum. I think Ethereum, you'll lean towards dollar price a little bit more than Cardano because you're like, I spent 50 Cardano, now it's 100. Whereas with Ethereum, you're thinking like, oh, this was 0.175 and this one's it's a little bit easier when you're just like, yeah, that was around 100 Cardano. I look at it, now it's around 120. It's just a lot easier than when you get into fractions.
Yeah, especially when you get into those like blue chip NFTs on Ethereum, like a Bored Ape or a CryptoPunk. You know, what people ask all the time, what do you think those are going to do in a bear market? Well, that's already life-changing money. Like, you already have life-changing money there. It's already worth $250,000. If they're not selling now, they're not going to dump the price and when the market goes down then either.
Yeah.
Like, they've already had the opportunity to change their life, which means the people that have those NFTs either really, really firmly believe in that project and they want to be associated with that project and that community, or they already have the money their lives have already been changed. That kind of money doesn't really matter to them, so they're not going to necessarily take a hit during a bear market.
Yeah, they're just cool. They like that they have the punk. They like that they have the monkey. So.
Right.
But I think are we ready for our segment here? Is there going to be some music? Is there more bongos?
Are we doing another of the topics? Was that
Let's
one
do
topic
the
or two
raccoon, man.
topics? Okay.
Let's talk about a raccoon.
Here's the news that you need to know.
All right, guys.
Shout out to J Chains for that voiceover.
That sounds so official too. It sounds like a CNN reporter.
Yeah, and then there's the bongos on top.
Yeah.
All right. So, raccoon with head stuck in jar. What do you guys think about this?
Well, I have some hot takes on raccoons, but let's look at the story here. Animal rescuers in New York. Where we got assisted a raccoon found by a homeowner with its head stuck in a jar. A rescuer made the 52-minute drive to Kachogu and was able to help the raccoon, which has been contained under a plastic laundry basket by the homeowner. Please recycle your garbage properly, people. It could save a life. You know, a raccoon life. All right, raccoons. They're almost like humans, right? They have don't they have opposable thumbs and they're kind of smart?
Yeah, they can grab stuff for sure. Are we playing the video too?
Okay, it's okay. We're here to help you.
Yeah, I'm sure you understood that.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, did the head come off?
Also,
Is it like a chicken situation? Or is it running around still?
whoever has the camera has not ever done this in their entire life.
You know, I would not want them to film a school fight, you know. Okay. Happy ending.
Have you ever had an experience with a raccoon?
With the raccoon, I've had a lot of possum experiences, but not really raccoon. You got a raccoon story?
Well, I mean, a raccoon will square off with you.
Like, put their
they're not.
dukes up.
Yeah, they don't really back down. I don't think they necessarily have that kind of fear. I've been in a few situations with raccoons. Once I was taking the trash out, and there was a raccoon in a dumpster, and it actually jumped out and it chased me a little bit. The other was it's like about a month ago, and I was checking the mail at night, and there was a raccoon in my driveway, and I tried to scare it. I tried to get it out of the way. It was not budging. Like those things will. They will.
Let's go back to that first story. You said you opened and then it chased you. Let's paint a picture here. How old are you? Where was this a dark night? Was the wind blowing? Was the rain, striking your face? Was the lightning striking?
Yeah, no, this was I was about 37, I think. It was a few years ago. Yeah. I mean, raccoons are scary. I'm not gonna, lie. Raccoons are very scary.
You know what? Are they smarter than dogs, or am I just being, am I biased because they have opposable thumbs? I always feel like you hear about raccoons like undoing hatches and learn how to open, the child-proof locks. I know a dog can't, but a dog doesn't have thumbs.
I
so
think
am I biased?
they have really good problem-solving skills.
Yeah.
I think a raccoon can probably.
So like they can do like a Rubik's cube.
Yeah, similar to Rubik's cube.
Like Will Smith in the one movie.
Yes, I think they can definitely undo like a peanut butter jar. But they can't like get their head out of the peanut butter jar, but they can definitely like unscrew a peanut butter jar.
Yeah.
And like, figure out those kind of puzzles and stuff for sure.
It's pretty cool, man. I might have to get a pet raccoon. All right. What about possums? You like possums?
I don't
Scary.
like possums.
I hate them.
I got another funny, this is a funny one. All right. So
Possum story. Number
possum.
one. The first possum story.
This is the
He
first
might have
possum
more.
story. So I was laying in bed one night around
With the possum.
10:30, sleeping with the possums. No, I was laying in bed
What
one
it
night.
can do with its tail, oh, buddy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was laying in bed one night. Somebody knocked at my door around 10:30ish, and just like at a frantic knock, boom, 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 boom,
Cop
boom, boom,
knock.
boom. Yeah,
We know the cop knock.
yeah, the cop knock. And I opened the door, and it's this young couple, and they're frantic, like, "Oh my God, something's happened. I need to use, like, do you have a phone book or something, or some kind of, like, is there a 24-hour vet available that you know of?" Very random question. And I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "We were coming down the road, and the car in front of us hit a possum and just drove off. And it's laying in your ditch in front of your house. Can you believe that they just drove off?" And I responded with, "I can't believe you're knocking at my door right now, telling me about a possum that just got hit, by a car." And so they ended up leaving. They left the possum on the side of the door, and but they had called this 24-hour. This is a true story, by the way. A 24-hour emergency animal rescue person, whatever.
Stop. That's crazy.
What?
Just they called an
Yes,
emergency
they
service
call-
place?
so-
That's a little nuts to me.
It is nuts. Well, wait. This story is just getting started. So then, I'm laying there. I go back, watching TV. It's around 11:30 at this point. Another knock at the door, close to midnight. Knock, 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 knock at the door. I answer the door, and it's this lady with dark hair, slightly kind of homely looking, and she says, I'm here for the possum." And I said, "What? What do you?" I mean, this story has just continued just to stay in my life at this point. I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm still dealing with this possum." So I walk her outside to this possum. She picks it up with her bare hands. The possum's still alive. She picks it up. The possum's like snarling, just either in agony or just maybe that's just the way they look. I mean, they're not attractive animals.
No, they look like Satan's pet.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they're terrible looking.
Yeah.
Like they really screwed up. When they created the
Demon-esque,
possum.
jagged teeth, rows. Yeah, it's like sharp teeth in a rodent.
Yeah, stinks. Terrible.
Mangy.
She mangy. She then. The only good possum is a dead possum. But anyways, she then asked if she could come inside with this possum and check it out in my kitchen, and I said absolutely not. You can't come in. It's a freaking possum.
Yeah.
So then I said, "Look, I'll let you use the garage." So I open the garage door. She comes in the garage, and she's checking out the possum. And she takes it with her. She's like, "Can I take the possum with you?" And I said, "Sure, you can."
I like how she asked permission.
Yeah,
like
you
were gonna say
like,
no.
It's my possum.
No, this is a part of my family. How dare you?
Yeah. So she takes the pot and she hands me a card after she leaves. And I told her, "Thank you, bye. Just take the possum." She leaves. I read the card, and it was the North Okaloosa, which was the county I was living in, the North Okaloosa Council of Witches. True story, I swear to God. She was a witch and has this weird 24-hour emergency animal rescue service.
She's using these in rituals. This is for
That's
a spell.
what I thought.
This is for
I
a
thought
spell.
she was boiling. I mean,
There's a cauldron. There's a
I
cauldron.
immediately went there with it. I was like, okay, this woman is a witch, and she's cooking these possums,
Yeah.
and she's creating some kind of curse.
She's like cutting runes into their chest cavities with like some special knife with a jade handle or something.
I don't know, yeah. And adding frogs, like whatever to it.
Here's some newt eyeballs.
And
I
then,
can't
you
forget
know.
the newt eyes.
Exactly. So, yeah, that was the raccoon or the possum story that I have.
I have a quick one, not nearly as epic. I used to have a cat. Cat's name was Skeet. Why I chose the name Skeet, that's another story for another day. But yeah, I had a possum. It would try to eat my cat food, and cat food was on my porch. And so I see this possum keeps climbing onto my porch, and I like try to shoo it away. We just got more emboldened and stronger and bigger. It's like getting bigger. It's like getting like jacked up from the cat food it's eating every night. I just
So wait,
I
real
see
quick.
it growing.
Isn't it typically in a podcast, and you have to let us know, Hudson,
Okay.
isn't he supposed to look at me, or is he looking at this random camera over there?
Yeah,
I'm
you're supposed to look at the person. in
Where-
the
where are
room
you
that
looking,
You're talking to.
You know, I'm used to hosting the NFT update.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
All right. I'll
You're-
pretty it's not there. I'll
There
look
you
at
go.
you, and I'll look at you.
That's-
I'll
that's
look at
right.
them too. But yeah, so it's getting big. It's beefing up. So I'm getting sick of it. So I had a sword, and I don't want this thing attacking my cat. So it's not so much I'm just trying to stop this possum from living his life. You're eating my cat's food. You're scaring my cat. I see my cat slinking away, and my cat already ceded control of the porch. The possum would be eating the cat food. My cat's 20 feet off the porch looking scared, looking at me like, you gonna help me out, bro? Like, what's going on? So I went in there, shoot it away, comes back. I grabbed a sword. I'm like, I've had enough of this. It was a dull sword. It wasn't like some Japanese, it wasn't like a Tom Cruise Last Samurai sword. This is dull, clunky. Looks like, the poor person from the poorhouse at Game of Thrones would use it. Like the squire's, practice sword. I go out there, I give it a mighty swing, you know what I mean? I think I heard like something crack. I'm like, get away. It's hissing at me, it's showing its teeth.
That's a
This
battle.
is a battle. This is a battle. At this point, you're probably trying to kill me if you could. Boom. I crack it kind of like right here. It just boom. It just faint. It dies. It's down. I go inside to get a garbage bag. Damn thing left. I fell. A human being fell for it playing possum. I got outsmarted.
Possum.
I got outsmarted by a little rodent with a brain this size. I was like, haha, that was the kill shot. Let me go get a yard bag now. Came out, it was gone.
You ever-
Sneaky.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I
You
guess
guys ready to go to the next topic? No. Hey,
Did he just interrupt you?
I guess we are.
We just
I guess we're moving to the next topic.
here we go.
I'm sorry.
Here's the next one. It says Japanese professor creates flavorful scream.
I'll let you read it.
I thought we were. What happened to the what happened to the man sets his mom's house on fire?
I thought it was too similar to the Trash Panda one, so I've just kind of figured.
I don't even want to talk about the Japanese professor. I want to talk about this man setting his
Okay.
mom's
All right.
house on fire.
All right.
Because I almost set my mom's house on fire when I was 11.
Ah.
12 or
I set
so.
a truck on fire
Do you want to
at
see?
a New Year's Eve party of my mother's friends.
Do you want to see a picture of this guy?
I have a feeling what he's going to look like, but let's
Yeah,
see.
man.
Okay.
How old is he? Boulder? He's in Boulder?
Yeah.
Boulder County? Is that?
It's an icy stare of a serial killer. And if you are this guy and you're watching, I don't.
He's like the young McFay.
Sorry, John.
But did you guys see how he actually did this? He was trying to clean his mom's house with a blowtorch.
Colorado man was arrested this week for setting his mom's house on fire using a blowtorch to clear cobwebs, the sheriff's office said. Investigators say the man acknowledged using a blowtorch to clear cobwebs in the crawl space under the home next to a can of gasoline. I'm kidding, I didn't say. I just made that point. And he tried to put out the fire for an hour by himself before calling emergency crews.
You know what? I don't even blame the guy because spiders are scary and use fire to kill those things, man. I don't like spiders.
Arachnophobia.
I mean, not so much. I'll kill a spider. I'm not gonna like
I mean, the
shy
movie.
away.
No, the movie Arachnophobia.
Yeah,
Remember
John
that?
Goodman. It's
They
a great
used they
movie.
used fire at the end.
Ah, that's right.
So maybe
that's how they
there's
got rid of
something
it,
there.
yeah.
Maybe
It's
he
that-
was watching that movie when he did this.
You know, yeah. He felt a little John Goodman, esque.
One of John Goodman's best movies, by the way.
Yeah, he had a whole
For
resurgence. That man has not aged. I remember watching Roseanne. That was the '90s. He looks the same. Well, he lost weight, so of course he looks different now. It's good that he's trying to help his health out and stuff.
Did he have
but-
that surgery? I wonder if he had that surgery. Hudson, can you look up if he had that surgery?
Did he?
We're trying to turn Hudson into our Jamie.
Yeah.
We're working on him. He's getting there.
But yeah, no, that was a good movie. Spiders, though, not a fan. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, let us know in the comments. But they're like the first thing to leave the ocean was 8-legged creatures that turned into spiders and crabs,
Yep.
like arthropods.
Yeah, I've actually heard that before.
That's why, because that's why they're not insects. So you imagine you're a spider, right? You're probably killing things in the water, and all of a sudden insects start coming out of the water. You're like, I got a bunch of eyes. I'm spinning webs. I got like all these. You got 6 legs. I got 8.
Yeah.
They're walking around like the belle of the ball.
Bell the ball. Well, the shrimp is just like the roach of the ocean.
Yeah,
And that's what people eat.
and I like them. I'll eat them.
I do too.
I
I'm
eat
eating
'em all
the
the time.
roach of the ocean is what I'm eating when I go to seafood restaurants.
How much would it take to eat one of those big roaches? The palmetto bugs, they call them in Florida, tree bugs.
Well,
they call them in North Carolina.
I'll eat a palmetto bug, but the minute you call it a roach, I can't eat it.
You would eat one?
It's something about a palmetto. When you say bug, palmetto bug, it sounds better than eating a roach.
Well, they come from outside. I know this from living in Texas, spent some time in California. Like, you could have a clean house. You could have no food anywhere. They'll come through just because it's like warm and stuff. And, and it feels bad to say, yeah, there's a roach in my house. But when you say, yeah, I got the palmetto bug, can't keep them out. And then it's like, you don't sound like a disgusting piece of crap.
I think there's a difference in and I might be wrong. I think there's a difference in the term cockroach. I think there's a difference in the animal cockroach or the insect cockroach and a palmetto bug. I think there is a difference though.
I think there could be, but I also think it could just be coping.
It could be. It feels better.
All right, so what happened? John Goodman.
He actually did not have surgery. It was attributed to a complete lifestyle change.
Okay, I wonder if that's true. It could
That's
be true.
what I want.
But you'll see something like The Rock when you have these older athletes, and I'm saying someone like The Rock. I'm not saying The Rock for sure, but when you have these older athletes that they're 49 years old and they're adding muscle mass that they didn't have at 30,
It's
they're
not
clearly-
HGH for sure.
They're clearly on steroids.
Yeah.
But then you'll see, they're on the cover of Men's Fitness and they talk about their diet and their workout plan and how hard they work out and they're just hitting. Yeah, they're clearly on steroids, and this is a marketing campaign from a public relation, firm. They're like, yeah, we got to stress how well you eat and how good you work out. We can't have people talking about steroids. I wonder if it's a similar situation. Maybe not. It could be a lifestyle change.
I mean, you're probably right because you see it all the time in Hollywood, even with the women actresses. They have plastic surgery, but they
Yeah.
don't. They say they haven't. Have you had any
Yeah.
work done? No. This is what I look.
Or
like.
sometimes they'll say, "Oh, I had a breathing issue." Like Jennifer Aniston, she looks very great for her age. But you look at her early Friends episodes, clearly a nose job.
There is something.
1,000%. But she has admitted, I think she had something for deviated septum. It's like,
Well,
Yeah,
speaking
who
of
was
that, have you guys looked at my nose at all?
Have you got anyone?
Do you see how my nose is crooked?
Is that your? Did
Okay.
you get?
Like, no joke. Do you see
Did you
it?
get some work done? Is that what you're trying to tell
No,
us?
I'm saying I probably need.
yeah, you're
to talk
looking
to
at me.
Jennifer
Your
Aniston.
nose is talking to him. No, I'm just
saying.
kidding. I don't really see it at all.
It's pretty obvious to me. It's like, honestly, like sometimes I get a little.
I think you're just
self-conscious about
I
it.
think I don't
Yeah.
think you should worry about that. I mean, there were a few people the other day when you came to the office talking about your nose, like when you
Yeah.
left. But I don't think it's.
In that time we went out to eat, we went back to that restaurant. They said, "Where's the guy with the nose?"
so they
With
had-
crook nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
That's how they're identifying you as the guy
Yeah,
with the
it's
nose.
kind of your
Yeah.
brand at this point.
But wait, what was it? Who is it? Is it Meg Ryan that was in all those Sleepless in Seattle? and
Yeah,
you got Mel?
Tom Hanks.
She looks horrible. Can you pull that up? She. I probably
Is it like
shouldn't say it.
it's a,
Yeah, she's probably a great woman. Actually,
she's probably wonderful.
But
There's
do
a lot
a-
of pressure with
yeah.
Hollywood, and
do a quick before after photo. There's plenty of them on Google search because I think everybody thinks this.
do you know that because you were looking?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
She
I
looks
thought
like you remember the Batman, from the '80s. Love that Joker.
The Jack Nicholson Joker.
Yeah, but the girls that say love that Joker and they had surgery on her face.
Oh yeah.
She kind of, she could have played a really good part in that movie back then.
Okay. I don't think that's half bad.
Really? You know?
Nah.
You don't think that's bad?
Well, I mean,
It's a complete difference. I mean, that there's two different people there.
Who would you prefer? Girl on the left or girl on
what
the
kind
right?
of question is that?
Everyone's got a
Girl on the left.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
Girl on the left.
We have,
That's
Hollywood leading actress in her prime.
speak for yourself, man.
Okay, Huddy has, affinity. He did go gray early, so, he's a little bit of a silver fox, hunter.
Are you saying girl on the right? Hudson, is that you?
I don't know.
Like, keep in mind, this is what she looks like, whether she's happy, sad, depressed,
Yeah.
laughing,
Yeah.
yelling.
It's the best time of her life on an anniversary dinner, or she's like, throwing a phone at you and she's hating you, and it still looks the same.
Or she's in a coffin. Like, that's what she got.
I'm gonna throw this at you though. The person on the left looks a little scared, like a little like she's not doing so well.
How
The
do
person on
girls
the
look
right,
when you talk to them? That's the face I'm used to.
Probably on the right. I kind of feel like on the right she looks happier. She might be more comfortable with herself. On the left, she looks a little freaked out to me.
Okay.
Like most things on the left, they're a little freaky.
Yeah. I'm used to the scared face, That's just me though. All right, are we gonna do a little would you rather?
Yeah, and honestly, guys, I'm surprised you didn't want to talk about this.
All right, let's talk
screen
about
thing,
it, man.
because
Japanese professor creates a flavorful screen.
Here's the deal: if you have an NFT and you want to put it on a screen on the wall, what if you could also lick the NFT and taste it?
All right, a Japanese professor has developed a prototype lickable TV screen that can imitate food flavors. It's another step to creating a multi-sensory experience. The device, called Taste the TV, uses a carousel of 10 flavored canisters that spray in combination to create the taste of a particular food. The flavor sample then rolls on hygienic film over a flat screen TV for the viewer to try. No one's going to be licking. It's like, okay, sure, is the technology out there for a movie theater to spray out smell so you feel like, you smell the fire? Sure, no one wants to do that. And you don't want your TV squirting a bunch of nasty stuff like, yeah, you set it for some TV show, all of a sudden it's the rotten egg scene, let's go to the sulfur plant, and you're like, did you not turn off the smell thing? I know it's a taste, but it's probably still going to, stink up your living room, right?
Yeah, is this like a public theater? Because
No.
that's
No, it's
definitely
TV
not-
screens for a
Okay,
flat-
this is like
flat
at
screen.
home.
At
It's
home.
still not very.
What if
hygienic.
you are? It's not hygienic. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But what if you're
in the age of the virus?
you could potentially get the virus through your teeth.
It makes no sense. Hey, hun, pause that Outback steak commercial. I want to lick the screen on the blooming onion. Oh, but hit pause. Yeah, no one's gonna do that.
doesn't sound
It's cool that he has the
enjoyable to
idea. It's one of those things where someone has a patent and they're like, oh my god, this is gonna be in every TV in America, and he's like so excited about it, and he has all his friends saying like, well, what's the product market fit? Well, he's probably thinking, I'm gonna make my own TV company, and just. That's it's good for him. Good for this TV.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like short story. When people introduced smartphones to me, the iPhone 1 when it came out, I kind of took the approach of like, this is never gonna take off. It's too weird for people, right? And obviously, I was wrong. I don't think we're wrong by saying this is never gonna take off. Like, I don't think that like this to me, a Japanese professor, whoever he is, it's been a complete waste of time. Like, because I just
he's wasting his life.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that he's probably a smart guy putting so much energy into this, and he has this idea in his head, and I'm sure friend after friend has been like, man, this is a stinker.
Yeah.
Like, no pun intended. Like, this is
Yeah.
this is leaving a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah, Kevin Lee's lost his mind. That's what his neighbors are saying. He's lost his mind.
This guy goes on Shark Tank. Mark Cuban's not going to be like, I'm in. Dang it, you son of a gun, I'm in. That's not going to happen.
Taste-O-Vision? Is that what it's called? No, Taste the TV? Taste the TV.
All right, you guys done with that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
terrible,
I guess. Well,
terrible idea,
welcome
but not
to
as
off the Hudson is what we're watching here. It's Hudson's job. Go ahead, buddy.
Would you rather?
Ooh.
All right, it's time for Would You Rather. The question for today is, would you rather eat watermelon with every single meal for the rest of your life, or never eat watermelon again?
That is the easiest question I've ever gotten in my life. I would just never eat watermelon. Every meal,
Yeah. I don't like watermelon, Melanie.
I like
hate
it.
I hate it.
I like it.
I don't like it at all.
Why don't you like watermelon? How do you not like watermelon?
Because it really. First, I don't like the taste, so that's the number one thing. But
How
in the world?
what is
I
the
just
arrangement
don't
of
like
taste buds on your tongue? I need you to break it down.
And it's all water. It's like balloons of red water. Then you bite into it, it just explodes. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't like the taste. Nothing about it. It's not.
I'll tell you the hack for watermelon: a sprinkle of salt.
Ooh.
Or last name's Valdez. Full disclosure. Like some Taki style flavoring,
Bro,
like a
that
little
stuff is
chili,
good.
salty type of.
You could put that on some cantaloupe too.
Well, cantaloupe's terrible. Cantaloupe tastes bad. It is terrible. His view on watermelon is my view on cantaloupe and honeydew or honeydew melon. Terrible, terrible fruits. Terrible idea.
Here's a
stop
question.
selling them. Stop buying them. Stop putting them in fruit.
Well, there's
salad.
no like nutritional value
No.
in watermelon.
No.
But there is the water.
Besides water, go drink a cup of water. It's a lot easier.
You have a thing of water right next to you.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what I'm
haven't
saying.
had any of it this entire show.
Well, that's not. Well, that's because
So,
I'm not thirsty.
It's because it's watermelon flavored. Why did you get watermelon flavored water?
Okay, here's the question though. What about watermelon flavored like candy and stuff like that? You like that?
Okay,
stuff?
I'll eat a Jolly Rancher, watermelon Jolly Rancher. I will do that. Now, full disclosure, since we're saying that term, I used to be an alcoholic, and I used to drink the watermelon Four Locos.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they were disgusting.
Not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, but I was an alcoholic, so I didn't really care about.
I don't like watermelon flavor because it's artificial. Whereas, it's similar to grape. Grape Kool-Aid is not a grape. Like wine tastes more like a grape than grape Kool-Aid. I don't know. That's just my take.
And these are the hot takes we have on Off the Cuff, right?
Watermelon, pretty bullish. Eating it for every meal. Come on now.
Yeah,
I mean, you're on a date. It's a nice dinner. And, you're like, hold on, let me get my bag of watermelon out of my pocket. I have to do this for the rest of my life.
bearish on watermelon. Always have been.
How would that work? You have to eat it. Like you would have to carry it, right? So like someone kills you if you don't. The second you eat a meal without it, like.
And you got to. Well, the other problem is you have to keep it too. Like where are you going to keep this melon?
Oh, I can't eat. I don't have watermelon with me.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just have to skip this meal.
You invite friends over. They open your fridge and it's just watermelon.
It's just all there is.
Melons everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, if you like have a chick, she puts a little whipped cream. You're like, hold on, let me get watermelon first.
Yeah, I got to have the watermelon.
Does it count for everything you eat?
What's
What is that? Is that the?
Is that where
that
it
it?
is there? Oh, he's bringing up.
I thought you were bringing in another hot
you guys want to do an outro?
No.
Yeah, a little. We do. Thanks. First episode. Appreciate you watching. We're gonna be stepping it up. We're maybe gonna have posters up on the wall. Maybe we'll mount the TV. Maybe won't have this rinky-dink microphone. We'll figure it out. These chairs are pretty terrible, but we're battling
I
through.
think what we learned is a lot of things in here are terrible. So we really have to step it up
Yeah.
if we're gonna. Which I think is one of the cool things about first episodes of really anything. Now we kind of see where we want to go, and Hudson's going to get a lot better with his job, hopefully. And
We'll see about that.
We're going to hang one of the pictures,
Yeah.
I think, next week, but just one.
Just one, and then we'll do the other one.
Yeah, and then we'll do the other one.
Let us know in the comments what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, and what we might be missing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's
Thanks
another
for
off the
watching.
cuff. Deezy and Justin.
Later.
All right, what's our time?
Dude, it's a lot harder than a podcast is very difficult.